Okay guys, we're back on the triple today, and it's cold. It's 52 degrees, but mostly sunny, I would say. I don't have my crazy winter gear on, my cold weather gear on, but I had enough. I can feel a little bit of the chill, but I only got like a 30 mile ride, so about 45 minutes, just back roads. And first ride since I put that new sprocket on the rear. I don't feel any difference, but I'm not really doing anything crazy because the road is cold. But I like the way it looks. I don't know. I haven't read any feedback from the last video, so because I'm just making this video like 2 days later. But wanted to hop on the triple. It's sunny out, and I haven't been on the triple in a week. But so just kind of a heads up where I'm heading. I know it's kind of crazy, but I'm heading to the BMW dealer. They got Ducati KTM's, but I'm looking at the BMW GS. I mean, I've been looking at a lot of the BMWs. I like what he's got in stock. He doesn't. I mean, I'd like to see the XR, but he doesn't have one in stock. He has a demo. I think I've talked about this before. He's got a demo GS, black, kind of the way I want it set up. I want to see if he'll deal with it. If you know, like I said in my last videos, if he wants to deal, I might make a deal. But I also like, I know this is crazy because I'm all over the place with this. I also like the double R, the sport bike. I know I won't get along with it, and I know it's going to be a 20-minute ride bike, but man, and he's got them really. He got a 224 brand new that's really marked down. But I don't see myself getting a double R, but. I just don't see it. But the GS, yeah. And the only thing, you know, I liked everything about the new GS except for that stupid front radar thing. But there's only one down thing I've been hearing about the GS, and I'm not talking about the issues and stuff like that they're having with them. It's just that I don't know how noisy it's going to be. Mine was pretty noisy, but not too bad. Some of the guys are saying it's pretty noisy at an idle. Other guys are loving the bike. So the only way to know if it suits me is I got to go and check it out. Maybe he'll let me take it for a ride, maybe he won't. I don't really need to take it for a ride because all the reviews I've heard are, it's a sportier bike. If you want a more touring bike, you go with the GSA because it's got a lot more protection and it's just a bigger, heavier bike. This bike is a sporty bike. I'm not saying a far cry from the 1250, but it's not the same. And you know me, I'm always looking for that sporty side. So I just want to go see it, get it out of my system. I probably shouldn't be buying it because, I don't know, I keep asking the Lord, please tell me how to go. First world problems, you know, like I don't really need this bike, but I'm bored. It's Friday, the sun is out, mostly. So I said, the hell, I'm going to go take a ride. So the worst thing the guy says is, nah, I can't do that deal. You know, I got a number in my head, and if he matches that number, then then I'll probably go for it. But we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, so we'll be there. I don't know. Let's see what the GPS says. Another half hour, 17 miles, because I'm going back roads. Yeah, and I'll be back. And we're here. Should be interesting. It's a cold day. Don't think too many people will be here with their bikes. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Garcia Moto. Oh, little electric thing out there. Don't like electric. I think I've said that before. This is where I got my FZ1. My red one, my 2008, had 1,700 miles on it. It was the service manager's. So, yeah. So I've done business with the service manager, but never the company. I don't know. I don't know if the guy's going to deal with me or not. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. And we'll be back and let you know. All right, guys, we're in here, and I don't see the demo I was looking at. It's got a lot of them here. I think this was it, but maybe not. Looked like he added a top box to it, which I'm not interested in, no top box. So let's see.
So, yeah, you can see what the total price is out the door. That's stuff. How about this, guys? This is cool. These are definitely cool. So he's putting some numbers together. This is the one right here, but I don't want the top box. I'm not interested in the top box. But this would be the one. And, you know, they all look alike, the black ones. It's just, yeah. So he says he can't budge off the 24, so I told him this is the number I want. So let's see who comes up with the number I want. But he said he couldn't budge, so it was just worth it taking a ride. Maybe it's for the best. I don't like the green one, though. I'm not a big fan of the green one. But, so sitting on it, the seat is harder. It's a harder seat than what I had, but overall it's got the same feel. It's just, you know, I kind of like it, but we'll see if it's going to be in my garage or not. Let's see what else has he got here. Ducatis that I would love to own a Ducati. Nice. Out of my price. Well, it's not out of my price range. It's just out of my riding range. Nice. All right, guys. We're in the dealership. He's let me take a ride. He's come down in price. All right, guys. This is it, man. This looks good. Nice. It just has a familiar whatchamacallit. We're in dynamic. Well, I just changed the whatchamacallit, but I'm just going to pull over for a second. Okay, let's get out of there. Yeah, I want the windscreen all the way up. Okay. They've been telling me how good the wind protection is. And we're in road mode. Here we go, guys. I don't feel it any noisier. It is a different noise, but I don't feel it noisier. Let's see how the wind is. So far, but I'm not going fast. Oh my God, how it handles, guys. Whoa, I tell you, this thing is, I miss my GS. This guy said he's working me on a price, so if I go back there and he does the right price, I'm gonna have a GS. And my family, my friends are not gonna like it, but feels good. The seat, yeah, the seat is a little firmer, but I can't say it's like uncomfortable. It's so quiet. I'm not used to the quietness. I don't want to go back up there because there's a school up there, but I don't want to wait over here. So let's make a whatchamacallit over here and see what we got. It feels so. I mean, it's a heavier bike than my whatchamacallit, but it feels so agile. Quick shifter is better, not great. To me, it definitely feels noticeably quicker. I know a lot of guys don't, but I haven't ridden my 1250 in a long time. But wind protection is just, yeah. I don't feel anything. Maybe a slight thing on top of my head. Extremely comfortable. Comfortable seating. It's just, some guys are saying it's sporty in the legs, feels more sporty in the legs. It's possible because I haven't been on my 1250 in a year and a half, but it's to me it's just super comfy. You know, right up position. Again, that grips are so narrow. I'm so used to my grip puppies. And like I said, the seat, yes, you can it's a noticeably firmer seat, but it's not doesn't feel uncomfortable to me. You know, on long trips, it won't collapse, which the 1250 never really did that, but the 1250 was a mushier seat. I'm pretty much flat-footed. It's got hill control, which I'm not a big fan of, which I'll probably turn that off. So, let's see. Well, you know, this motor is no more noisier. I don't know where these people are getting that they complain about it. It's just,
It's no more noisier than... I don't know what this idiot's doing. Oh, it does a nice wheelie. Yeah, that was a nice wheelie. Very controlled. Let's see. I want to see what it's like in high gear, RPM. Oh yeah, you're in a bubble. Oh my God, yeah, you're in a bubble. And it's much more relaxed, the RPM, even though it's only like 400 or 500 RPM difference. It's much more relaxed riding it. I got it up to 80. Oh yeah. I'm not going to try all the features out because everybody's tried all the different features and stuff like that. But it handles so well. It's noticeably quicker than my other bike. There's no doubt about it. I'm the 1250. I know some guys say it's not noticeable, but to me it definitely is. But then again, you have to take it with I haven't been on my 1250 in a year and a half. But I'm extremely impressed with the bike. You know, the grips are on like 1. Let's see if I can get by these guys. Yeah, the handling. Yeah, I know I shouldn't have took this thing for a test ride. I know it. As far as the exhaust is, it's quiet. It's definitely quiet. You know, my plans with this bike, if I decide to keep it long term, is to go with a BT Moto tune, velocity stacks, and get rid of the cat and just go with a header with no cat, so it should be louder. It's nice. What I remember when I had my 1250, I didn't have to put my visor down, and that's what this feels like too. And the screen doesn't look nowhere near. Well, it's different. All right, guys, so let's just pull into here real quick. Oh, this thing rides so nice. So let me just go into a place where there's nobody that's going to be bothering me, so I can give you a little bit of a walk around. We're on gravelly roads where this thing is made for. All right, guys. All right, so I'm just going to let it run for a little bit. I want to listen to this thing to see how noisy it is. Okay, guys, there it is. Now, hopefully. Now you guys can't pick it up because where my mic is, but it is absolutely no more noisier. In fact, I think it's quieter than my GS, my 1250. I don't know where those people. That's why you have to ride these yourself and do the thing yourself. I really like the bike. There's nothing about the bike I don't like. This is ugly, but I can live with it. I'm not a big spoke wheel fan, but I'll deal with it. I like the way the exhaust looks. I want to black things out more. I would probably get a darker windscreen, darker here, maybe darker here. But overall, I'm very impressed with this bike. It's very agile, and it's hard. I don't remember so much. It's not as big as my 1250, but I like it. I know some people they don't have more trellis frame here, but everything looks, the fit and finish looks good. And the demo, and from what I'm thinking, he's going to get me at really the price I want. And I get a free service after 600 miles. He says, just bring it back and we'll do the service. So, yeah, I think this is it. I think I'm going to make a deal. I mean, if the deal is supposed to be what he just said before I left, I'm making this deal. And this thing doesn't sound bad. I mean, it sounds like a boxer, but it's not a rattler. And then the exhaust, well, it's, I like the way it looks, though. It's not that big can that they used to have. But, yeah, I'm impressed with it. So let me get the heated grips off. Because I don't need them. Yeah, they're off. Good. And we go with the windscreen. I like to mess around with that a little bit. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's my dedicated. So, yeah, so what am I thinking, guys? I like it. So my family's going to kill me. My friends are going to kill me when they see this in the garage, but I'm not telling any of them. And my buddies that I ride with, well, I'm just going to show up with it and not say anything. Yep. Tires, a little bit chunky. I'd probably go with the Road 6s when these, but it handled great. So, I guess it's still good for whatchamacallit. Now, it's warm, sitting there warm. And this thing is not, it's nowhere, I'm saying, guys, I'm sorry. This is not louder than my my GS. No way it is. So, all right, let's get back on. And take it through the gravel here. I should put it in dynamic mode button. I tell you, it pulled a nice wheelie in second gear, just nailing it. So that was kind of nice. I just want to see. It's not going to change the power output, but you couldn't really see the wheelie. But for me, you know, I'm not a big wheelie person, so. But it came up. I thought it was kind of cool. Just kind of the wheelies that I like. So now I've stiffened the suspension up. We'll see the differences with the suspension sitting up. But man, just what I like about it is just this nimbleness. I miss my GS, man. Do I miss my GS? I guess you guys know what's going on here, right, guys? So yeah, so I don't know about the adjustable ride height and stuff. It's seamless. If it's dropping down, it may be dropping down. I don't know. And the wind, everything is like. So let me just put the screen down and see how different the wind is. All right, so now it's a lot noisier. I don't know if you can pick it up on the whatchamacallit. It's a lot noisier, Kind of like my whatchamacallit, like my FZ, because that's where the screen is. But when you put the screen up there, it's just amazing. This little screen can make it this quiet. And I hardly. One thing I did feel on the 1250, I felt a little bit more on my shoulders. You feel nothing. You feel nothing on the shoulders. So, do I want to spend this kind of money? So. He's out the door. He's coming in below 25. I was looking to be just below 24, but it's still a lot cheaper. You know, the bike, he put a top box on. I don't want the top box. I'm not interested in that stuff. I don't put luggage on these bikes. So he took all that stuff off, but it's still listed for, because it's got a lot of options, this bike. It's still listed for like 29. So I think because it's a demo, if I can get it for like just under 24. So yeah. All right, guys. I'll let you know. I'll let you know what happens. See if we can make a deal. But it's pretty cool. I'm very impressed with the bike. Very impressed with the bike. So let's see what kind of deal you can make. Let me give him the key. Okay, guys. Yeah. So we're on the way home. Let's talk more about it. So getting on this, it's like being on home on this bike, you know, because I've had this year and a half, and so it's you know, it's cool, but I have to say that that GS just kind of reminded me of my 1250, you know, that same seating position, and it just, everything about it is really cool. It's just more refined, and yes, it is a sportier, but it's not overly sportier like you would think. It's like, well, you know, if you don't want to go with the GSA, you still have an adventure bike. It's still an adventure bike. It's just a little bit, I'd say it's a little bit sportier, maybe 10 to 20% on the sportier side. Whoa. Why don't we just stop in the middle of the intersection? Wow. Just go. Wow. Anyway, yeah. So it's not crazy sporty. I didn't find the leg position that much different. It may be a little bit different, man. I didn't. Oh yeah. I found it because we're going to be hitting rush hour. What are you going to do? I was there a long time. He's trying to convince me to buy it, and he's absolutely giving me the deal, almost what I want. I mean, he's really, really close. So I told him, listen, need to go home. I need to think about it some. He's really, really close. So tomorrow will be the day. So this video will come out. You ain't going to see. It's not if I purchased it or not. It's just the review. Didn't expect to have a ride. I wasn't even going to get on the bike because I know that would be. It's hard for not to buy it when I ride it, and I was very impressed. But I was looking for a certain deal, and he's really, really close. And I told him I'd be back tomorrow. So yeah. So we'll see. If you see me my next motovlog, you'll see that I bought the bike or didn't buy the bike. But overall, I was very impressed with the bike. I like the bike. It's pretty much everything I want. And all of the negative part of the reviews that I've been hearing about this bike, I don't know. I don't see. It's no louder. In fact, it sounds quieter than my other my 1220. I'm not disappointed with the sound at all. And they already upgraded the starter relay. They already upgraded the starter relay, so, you know, and what's nice, this guy Steve was really nice. I've met him a couple times, but we really never talked. I guess maybe because I wasn't really serious. about it, but super nice guy, and he said your first service is going to be free, so I can bring it back. I got 320 miles on it. I'll put 300 miles on that real quick if I decide to, that's not a big deal. So he's really enticing me to go with this bike. I like the colors. I got a bunch of changes that I would want to make on it because I want to really black out a lot more stuff that's on it, even though it's pretty much blacked out. So I'm thinking about this tonight. Yeah, I guess you guys can see by the way I'm talking that I'm leaning towards it, but he's got to meet that price point that I want, because I said to myself, I don't really need another bike, so I better get at the price point that I want. So, yeah, and again, I was impressed. And since Steve said, well, you come back, and I know you like the double R too, he says, I'll let you take that for a test ride. So I'm definitely going to come back and take that for a test ride, whether I buy this or not, because I really want to get on that double R. I really want to get on that double R. That's a bike I'm going to get in the future. I don't know when, but that's the kind of a bike I think I want to get in the future, just so I have like a hour ride on the bike. Oh, wow. This is way backed up, but that's all right. All right, guys. So with that, we're, as we slow down, try to get into neutral. It usually goes in pretty easily. And hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be back, and we'll see what I get later.